Here is how I made a six-figure business at just the age of 15. Here's some backstory. When I was 13, I successfully made a business selling beaded bracelets that made $500,000 per year, of course if you consider working 9 hours a day, 5 days a week. Unfortunately, I was only 13 and I didn't see how big the business had gotten, so I quit the business and just let it crash. Now I'm 15 and I have restarted the business again, meaning I'll be making $500,000 per year within the first few months of this operating. So this business will be successful because I've already done it in the past. I've also been doing self-improvement for the last year and now I am working on business and finance. So that's a little thing you should know. If you want to check out my tribe of like-minded people, which you can join for free, check the link in the description. In the beginning, what I was doing was I was interested in making a little bit of pocket money, so we sold seashells on some cooking string for 50 cents each. This was doing well, but I wanted to take it a little bit further, so I decided to make beaded bracelets. I would put a piece of string with a special little knot that was adjustable with tons of beads on it, and I'd sell them for $4 each. I made 10 of these, went around the caravan park that we happened to be staying at, sold all of them within the first day. After this, we realised it was a massive success, so we decided to jump on it while we could. We went and ordered like $200 of beading supplies, made a ton of bracelets up, and then went around caravan to caravan selling the bracelets. This made us anywhere from $250 per day all the way up to $600 per day. As we started, we immediately started to see a few problems. First problem was the bracelets kept falling apart. That was the first problem. The bracelets would snap, they would break, they would crack, they wouldn't work very well, which of course would end up with problems with customers. So we went and looked up more on how to actually tie the knots properly, brought some better string, and we fixed that problem. The second problem that we ran into very early on was that our marketing and sales pitch was completely rubbish. We weren't able to get the product to the customer and sell it. We'd go door to door, we'd be like, and be stuttering and all of this rubbish. And because of that, we weren't able to sell the product as efficiently as we should be able to. So we went and practiced every single day until we got better at the sales pitch. We even wrote down what to say, and then we just kept rehearsing it until we had it down pat. And yet another problem that we run into very early on was that the sizing of the bracelets were off. We couldn't get the sizing right to match the average person's hand. This came with a lot of practice. We had to keep testing with our own size of hand. We had to go and test with which bracelets people could actually fit on their hands the most, and just experiment until we got it right. And one of the most annoying problems that we run into very early on, we didn't have anywhere to store these bracelets and these beads. The bracelets had no place to store them, so we had to go out and buy storage containers for the bracelets. The other thing was we didn't have anywhere to store the beads, so we couldn't get more beads to make better bracelets. So we had to get storage for them as well. After doing this, we were pretty much set to start actually selling it as if we were a proper business. So that's exactly what we did. So we kept on buying, kept on selling, kept on buying, kept on selling, and kept making better bracelets. We would go door to door to every single caravan at multiple different caravan parks, selling our product and getting money. We did this probably like 2 to 3 times per week because I was definitely lazy back then. And I didn't put that much effort into the bracelets themselves, no wondering why I would actually only get $4 for them. It only cost about 50 cents to make those bracelets. We were selling them for about 8 times, which is an 800% profit margin. Now, here's the actual hourly, yearly, and like monthly and weekly rates. We were making about $1,000 per week. We were going only about 2 to 3 times per week. Doesn't seem like much, right? I mean, you clicked on the video because I said six-figure business. Well, calculate that into an hourly rate based on how much we're earning per week. I've done this and it was about $175 per hour. Now, if I was to actually put in the hard work, be a little bit more disciplined, and I was to work 9 to 5, I would have a $4,500 something business. If I was to put in 9 to 6, I would have very near close to a $500,000 business. Either way, I was making over $100,000 per year from a business at 13 if I was actually put in the hard work. But I still was treating it like pocket money. I wasn't treating it like anything significant. So I went along with it and we just stuck with $1,000 a week for the rest of the business. After we stopped traveling, we stopped going to caravan parks, I got sick and tired with the beading business. It was driving me insane. It would take a half an hour to make a $4 bracelet to then sell. We'll make like $8 an hour. That was ridiculous. And I thought, it's not worth my time. I don't enjoy it anymore. That's it. I should quit. And I believed what all of these YouTubers now are saying, which is do what feels good. Do what you love. Your purpose is something that you can wake up and do every single day. That was what I was going for. So I quit the business. I stopped it. I packed all the bracelets up, packed all the beads up, and went, that's it, I'm done. I quit. I hate this business. I'll find another one that's better. I've been searching for the majority of this year for business ideas, testing them. In fact, I've actually started 4 businesses this year, with only 2 of them being relatively successful. So at the best part of this year, the middle of the year, I sat down and went, my businesses aren't working. I tried a logo business, like esports logos and custom logos and stuff. That one flopped. I tried a dropshipping reselling business. That one flopped. And I thought, wait a minute, remember that beading business that I had when I was 13? Let me go and calculate how much I was earning at that business. So I wrote it all down and went, oh my, geez, that's insane. I was earning $175 per hour at 13. That's more than what majority of people are earning. And I was 13 with zero effort, with zero business knowledge, with no self-improvement at all. I wasn't even disciplined to put in the hard work, and I was still making $175 per hour. So I calculated how much that would be 9 to 5, saw that it was like a 6-figure business, and went, I bet you I could do that better. With all my new business knowledge, starting multiple businesses this year, almost starting a course selling business before I realized that it would be more practical to go with a different business path, which is my main focus, separate to the beading business, of course. I thought, I can do this beading business sort of like a side hustle, just to earn some money to fund the big business. The big one. The one that's going to make me my millions. So I then decided, let's go get those bracelets out. So that's the first thing we did. We got the bracelets, the beading supplies, and all the leftover stuff we had, and I immediately cut up one of my old bracelets that I used to wear personally, and quickly went and made together my own bracelet, which you can see right here. This is my bracelet. This is a premium design bracelet. Doesn't look like much, right? You'd be wrong. I went and looked on Etsy and went and looked on Gumtree and Amazon, all of these different platforms that sell homemade bracelets, and went to go see what are people getting for what bracelets, because I wanted to prioritize value over quantity. Before, we were just making very crappy plastic and like fishing line for the string bracelets that had a little tiny clasp on them. No quality, nothing. It was just our sales pitch that really got us through the door. So I thought, I want to prioritize value. I want to make the best bracelets that are possible, like art. I want to try and create the best product I can. And, of course, get paid for my work so that it's worthwhile. So the first thing I realized was, everyone is ordering those simple bracelets that I used to make on AliExpress, on eBay, or different wholesale suppliers. And they're ordering them because it is not worth the rate that you get paid by making them. Getting paid $8 an hour per, just $8 an hour for those bracelets is not worth it. So, what I realized was, I'm going to order those simple ones online. The simple bracelets that, we sold for $4, I would order them online, on AliExpress, bulk order them in and resell them. Because there's still some people out there who are still interested in that type of bracelet, the cheap, easy ones they can buy for gifts, with some spare change. The next thing was that I wanted to prioritize all of my focus into making premium quality bracelets, because I still enjoy making them. So I looked on Etsy, and the first thing I see is a tiger eye, black onyx, and sterling silver bracelet with cubic zirconia centerpiece. They were selling that for about $150. I went, wow, that's amazing. One bracelet gets you $150? Shoot, it doesn't cost that much to go and get the tiger eye and onyx, so it must be the sterling silver. So I decided to go on AliExpress and look up how much it would cost for all of these materials. Turns out it actually is the same rate that we were getting for our other bracelets. On average, in a homemade jewelry selling business, the average pay multiplier that you get for this business idea, for this niche, is 3 to 5 times. We happen to get 8, which is pretty good. But when I calculated how much it cost to make their high quality premium bracelets that they sold for $150, it only cost them about $10 to $25. They were making between 5 to 15 times the original investment. That's insane. 15 times. So I went, I can actually do this. I can make high quality bracelets like that, and it'll be really enjoyable, but I think I can do them better. With all my experience, I should be able to make them better. So now here's what I started to do. I started to build the foundation. I got all of the bracelets out. I quickly went and put together the premium design, which I've got right here. I went and put a charm on it, tested out toggles, tested out cribs, tried to make the most seamless, perfect bracelet possible that I could test out and get used to trying to make them. After doing this, I realized that this was a really amazing pattern. It looks premium, it feels premium, it sounds premium. It's great, it's perfect. People would actually pay for this stuff. So I decided to go on AliExpress and order in sterling silver beads and a ton of other supplies that would help me to make high quality bracelets to be able to sell for a high amount of money. The idea was to provide quality over quantity. Instead of making 100 simple ones, I could make one very good premium one that took like 2 hours of work and get paid for it. A private newsletter in the description. Click on it right now, because if you don't join it, you'll miss out on a ton. I post on there daily tips and tricks and things that I've used that I don't normally post to YouTube, as well as full documentation of this beading business. I post regularly. Whenever I get new information on the business, I'll post all the mathematics, the statistics, the suppliers, where I'm getting it from, all of the information. You won't find me telling you on YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere else. I have it in this newsletter. So go check it out. It's completely free. Just give me your email and sign up. After I've set up a funnel, I've looked at the cash flow system for this business and the mathematics, and I had all of the materials ready to make these bracelets. Now I had everything that I needed to start it. Now all I needed was a plan. So here was my plan. The idea was to make a ton of premium bracelets, maybe just a few, and to also take all of the old supply of simple bracelets to go to a market and to start selling, just to get some information, to use my sales pitch again, to write down all of the valuable information I learned from this first sales. If I'm not getting many customers, then I can look at if the hook, story, or offer wasn't working. After that, I can start improving and start making it better, which is what I'm up to now. A few more things you might find of value is that with this business, I can turn $20 into $150. I can turn $30 into $200. I can turn $40 into $150. Or $250, I mean. I can go on and on and on. But a thing you definitely want to know is that with this new and improved business system, one of these bracelets with my new mental health and clarity and discipline takes me about 10 minutes when I'm working at my best, which, if I'm selling this bracelet with sterling silver for $150, I make $900 per hour. Let that sink in. At 15 years old, $900 per hour. Told you this business was amazing. And for now, that's where I'm up to. This week I'm actually planning on going to a market and getting my first sales. And this is just part 1 of my business journey. I'm going to go and share with you all of the statistics and stuff that I've learned from my first sales in my next video, which will be coming out extremely soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you click the notification button and make sure you subscribe to my channel, because that will allow you to stay tuned for my newest videos. Don't miss out on this next one. You're going to want to see it. Keep up the good work. Peace out.